So good morning to all of you. So last class we have seen the basic block diagram of expert system or knowledge based system. Okay, so we know it completely depends upon the three type of the data: factual or heuristic or relationship between the facts. Okay, so based upon these things, the inference engine will be decided whether the given solution will be perfectly matched for the problem. Okay, and today class we are going to see about the expert control system. So if I incorporated this expert system in any controller, okay, how it is going to be behave. So we will see the basic block diagram of expert control system and along with the principle. So expert control system. So all of us know knowledge base is directly connected to the inference engine. Okay, so the expert system should have continuously update its knowledge, and it have the flexible problem solving capacity, and it can able to explain why it has chosen the solution. Okay, so all of you please draw this expert control system block diagram. So we have here controller. So we have here controller. We are using the controller. Okay, and all of us know controller having to be connected with the plan or process. So we connected control the plan or process. Okay, and we have error block, that nothing but summing block here. So we are providing set point. We are providing set point. We are providing set point and the feedback, ordinary feedback loop. Ordinary feedback loop provided to the summing point. Ordinary feedback loop. So we know every control algorithm will have more than one loop. So first loop will be nothing but ordinary feedback loop. First loop nothing but ordinary feedback loop. Okay, this is nothing but output and output of this process. So here we have the expert system. We have here expert system. Expert system, and we know expert system requires one human operator because you need to validate the result. So human operator. So the communication between expert system and human operator is whether accepted or not. We accepted the result or not. Accepted the result or not. Okay, and the human. So for example, if it is okay, so where he has to provide information, controller. If it is okay, he has to provide information to the controller. And expert system will have directly involved with the controlling parameters. So this is nothing but the controller parameters. Controller parameters theta. So we are denoting it as theta. Okay, and we know expert system requires some knowledge, right? So what type of the knowledge is required? Some facts or relation. So process identifier. It requires the process identifier. Process identifier. Now the output of the process identifier is provided to the expert system. This is nothing but the process parameters. This is nothing but process parameters. Process parameters gamma. We are denoting it as gamma. Okay, and now this process identifier have been connected in parallel with the plant. In parallel with the plant. Okay, process identifier have been connected in parallel with the plant. Okay, now, so we have here, controller response. Controller, or you can say the conclusion given by expert system. Conclusion given by expert system. Okay, so this is nothing but the conclusion given by expert system. Okay, if you see here, we have two loops, right? That already we have discussed. So first loop is this one. It's nothing but primary loop, or you can call it as an ordinary feedback loop. This is the primary loop. So I can call it as a primary loop. Primary loop. So I am calling it as a primary loop. And second loop is this one. Second loop is this one. Secondary loop. Primary loop, secondary loop. Primary loop, secondary loop. Okay. So all of you please draw this block diagram. Expert control system. So which one is expert controller here? This one. This one will be nothing but the expert controller. Ordinary feedback controller. Ordinary controller will be converted into expert controller. So all of you please draw this one, this block diagram. Okay. So come to the explanation. Expert control system. First of all, when we are going to use this expert control system, whenever you are going to deal with the nonlinear process, because mathematical model of nonlinear process is very difficult if you want to analyze using differential equation. So when I want to deal with the nonlinear process, then I can prefer this expert control system. And also I am going to deal with time varying system. That means the process dynamics is varying with respect to time t. So whenever I am dealing with nonlinear systems and time varying system, or multi-input, multi-output system, or a process having delay, the delay also is varying with respect to time. So disturbances or perturbations depends on time. So time varying disturbances. In those cases, we are preferring the expert control system. Okay, ma? Is it clear? When we are going to use expert control system, if I want to deal with the nonlinear, or else if I want to go study the analysis of time varying or any multi-input, multi-output process, or any system having time dependent disturbances, so I can prefer expert controller. Why I am going to prefer expert controller? It doesn't require any mathematical modeling of the process. First important point. Okay. So if you see the block diagram, as it consists of the two loops. Okay. As compared to other control block diagrams, this will also consist of two loops. One is nothing but primary loop. So the primary loop consists of controller along with the plant connected in feedback. Ordinary feedback loop. So we are calling it as a primary loop as an ordinary feedback loop. Okay, so ordinary feedback loop connected controller with the plant. Okay, so this is the common for every control algorithm. We have studied that each algorithm will have more than one loop. Okay, now Comes to the secondary loop. Secondary loop consists of or combination of expert controller. So I am calling this block everything as an expert controller. You can see human operator along with expert system forms an expert controller. So it's nothing but combination of expert controller along with the process identifier. Along with the process identifier. Okay. Now, so these are the two main blocks in the secondary loop. And what we are going to do in secondary loop, we are going to adjust the parameters of the controller. Okay, please listen here. We are going to adjust the parameters of the controller by using dynamically varying process parameters with the help of dynamically varying process parameters. అంటే ఏమవుతుందో ఇక్కడ సో ప్రాసెస్ పారామీటర్స్ కూడా చేంజ్ అవుతున్నాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఫస్ట్ ఆర్డర్ సిస్టమ్ తీసుకున్నారు అనుకోండి, k/τs + 1. ఎస్, వెరీ గుడ్. ఇఫ్ k is constant and tau is constant. బట్ ఈ కేసుకి వచ్చేసరికి ఏమవుతుంది, k is varying linearly, tau also varying. It's linear or non-linear, but both are varying. So your process parameters have dependent upon time t. Then how you are going to tune the control parameter, or how you are going to adjust the tuning parameters. For example, consider PID controller. Not for example, if you want to use expert controller, we are always preferring PID as an ordinary controller. PID as an ordinary controller. So there we have KP, KI, and KD. Okay, so I want to tune these controlling parameters. So how I am going to tune these controlling parameters? I have the formulas. So initially I use the formulas, I found some values. Okay, I replace these values here. But that formulas will be with respect to only one particular type of the model. But we have discussed here the model parameters are continuously varying. Then KP, KD also should vary continuously. So how we are going to change this tuning parameter? By considering the changes occur in the process parameter. Those we are calling it as lambda. We are denoting it as lambda. So control parameter based on changes in process dynamics. So here the controller parameters are represented by using theta. Mana objective enti? What is our objective? To meet the desired specification characteristics, or to meet the desired performance of plant. Okay, we should meet the desired performance of the plant. That is our objective, right? That is our objective. So now, what are the input to the expert system? What are the input to the expert system? If you see process identifier, what does meaning of process identifier here? We have one block, process identifier. That means we are going to estimate. అది మనం ఎక్కడ చూసామా? కాల్మన్ ఫిల్టర్ అనేది ఆప్టిమల్ కంట్రోల్ లో చూసాం. మోడల్ ఐడెంటిఫికేషన్ అడాప్టివ్ సిస్టమ్ లో చూసాం కాల్మన్ ఫిల్టర్. సో we are going to estimate the process values, the process parameters. Those estimated parameters will be passed to the expert system. So expert system will identify the related solution from knowledge base. Where we have the knowledge base? Knowledge base is occurred in the form of computer programming. Knowledge base is occurred in the form of computer programming. So this knowledge base is used to solve the problem. With respect to given set point, or it may be anything. So you can minimize the settling time, or you can maintain the zero steady state error. Okay, so finally the outcome of the expert system should be accepted by the human operator, and then is going to be update the controlling parameters in a PID controller. Okay, this is clear, ma? Very simple in the point of principle, but comes to the analysis, it is very difficult actually. So expert control system. Why we are using expert control system? Where if I am non-linear control, non-linear system dealing చేస్తున్నప్పుడు, time varying systems తో dealing చేస్తున్నప్పుడు, లేదా డిస్టర్బెన్సెస్ కానీ, అన్సర్టనిటీస్ కానీ, పర్చువేషన్స్ కానీ, టైం డిపెండెంట్ అయినప్పుడు, I can prefer the expert controller. Why I can prefer the expert controller? Because it's very difficult to obtain the mathematical model of the system by using a fundamental laws. Okay, akkada use chestam. Next, expert controller emuntai. So it consists of the ordinary controller along with the expert system. So ordinary controller is nothing but PID. You can use a PID controller. You can use a PID controller here. You can use PID controller here. Okay. Next, expert system or expert controller system will have one second. Madam, class లో ఉన్నాను మేడం, తర్వాత చేయమంటారా? మీరు వచ్చి తీసుకెళ్ళిపోండి మేడం, నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను, తీసుకెళ్ళిపోండి. ఓకే. So these expert control system will have two loops. One is primary loop, another one is the secondary loop. So if comes to the picture of primary loop, so as we have discussed earlier, primary loop also consists of the controller along with the plant. Okay, ordinary feedback controller along with the plant. Okay, ma. So this is nothing but ordinary feedback controller. We know the purpose of ordinary feedback controller is easy to track the change in set point. Now comes to the secondary loop. Secondary loop mainly consists of this one becomes as expert system. Entire this one will be expert system along with the process identifier. Two blocks and matter. Now we know why we are using process identifier. Process identifier is used to estimate the dynamics of the plant with the help of any identification algorithm that we have already studied. By using a Kalman filter you can estimate, or by using recursive RLS algorithm, recursive least square algorithm. Okay, so many algorithms are available in the nature. You can use anyone to estimate your plant dynamics. So after the output of the plant identifier will be provided to the expert system. So here in expert system, the controller law. Okay, so what is functionality of the expert system? It has to update the controlling parameters theta. So based on what? Based on the change in the process parameters lambda. So whatever the changes occurs in the process parameters that have been influence the controlling parameters. For example, consider PID, KP, K, KD. Push this in. KP, K, KD. So you can estimate these values and you can update the parameters of controller law with the help of human operator. So if human operator should be accepted this one. So how it is going to say the expert system? We know expert system will always depends upon three parameters. So facts or knowledge or relation between the facts and heuristics. So it is going to be assumed or it going to be concluded the values based on the reasoning. So once the human operator said okay, then only you can update these controller parameters in the PID. Okay, so this is the functionality of the expert control system. Okay, so finally you can say that the conclusion is given by the expert system should be updated in the controller. Okay. So is it clear? Expert system is clear. Okay. So we have seen what is AI and what is expert system and expert control system. So any doubts in these topics. AI, the difference between AI and conventional EDP or expert system or expert control system. My doubts in Telegram now. If you have any doubts, or else just put message in the chat box. What is the use of human operator? Okay. ఇక్కడ హ్యూమన్ ఆపరేటర్ ఏం చేస్తాడు అంటే the outcome given by the expert system should be validated by the human operator. So మీరున్న process designer, you know how your system is going to be respond. మీకు తెలుసు what is the input and what is the output of your system. Okay, for example మీరు ఇక్కడ చూడండి, you want control the level of system. Okay, simple level controller తీసుకున్నారు. Okay, you have designed PID controller design చేశారు. Okay ma, so there is a sudden change in the set point. అప్పుడు ఏమవ్వాలి? So the controller should be track the level, but expert system some wrong information ఇచ్చింది. So human operator దాన్ని రివ్యూ చేస్తాడు. రివ్యూ చేసి he will say that so this control tuning parameters are wrong. So then again the expert system will be retune its decision. ఆ decision ని retune చేస్తుంది based on what? So it will update the knowledge. It will update the knowledge based on experience. Okay, my experience ద్వారా ఆ knowledge ని update చేస్తుంది. So once knowledge update అవడం వల్ల inference engine లో rule based change అవుతాయి. So once rule based change అవడం వల్ల you can easily, the human operator will be say that so this is the reason. Okay, so you can update the controlling parameters. అంటే మెయిన్ వాలిడేషన్ కోసం యూజ్ చేస్తాం మనం. వాట్ ఈస్ ద యూజ్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ ఆపరేటర్ అంటే మేడం వదిలేసేయండి మేడం. వాట్ ఈస్ ద యూజ్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ ఆపరేటర్ అంటే టు అప్డేట్ వాలిడేషన్. సో స్టిల్ ఫర్దర్ ఎనీ డౌట్స్? మీకు డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అడగండి మా, మళ్ళీ చెప్తున్నాను. డోంట్ బి హెసిటేట్ టు ఆస్క్ ద డౌట్స్. No. Okay. So, and the left out topics are fuzzy logic, neural network, and neurofuzzy. So we'll start with the fuzzy logic. And today afternoon I will take the class from 3:30 to 4:30. So kindly cooperate to me. Please attend the class. So I am trying to complete the syllabus by Thursday. So kindly attend the class today afternoon also. And fuzzy logic. Okay. So first we will see the introduction about the fuzzy logic. So fuzzy logic is nothing but I can say that another form of artificial intelligence. Another form of the artificial intelligence. So how it is going to work? It's going to work based on the nature of human thinking. Nature of human thinking. Nature of human thinking. So it will work based upon the nature of human thinking. Okay, fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic will work based on the human thinking. So we can say that it's a branch of engineering. It's a branch of engineering. So we can use the computer programming to study the analysis of various systems. Okay, so computer programming to study the analysis of various systems. Computer programming. So you can able to implement. So this is a simple branch of computer science. So people will call this one also branch of a computer science. So fuzzy logic. So fuzzy logic, it comes simple. It deals with the words instead of numbers. Fuzzy logic deals with the words. instead of number. Instead of numbers. So whatever we have discussed so far is belongs to the number. That means EDP. It plays with the numerical data. But fuzzy logic can deal only with the words rather than numbers, or it control with the help of equations with the help of sentences rather than equations. Okay, control with the help of sentences. Control with the help of sentences. Sentences rather than equations. Rather than equations. Okay, so fuzzy logic is used deals with the words instead of numbers. ఫస్ట్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి మా ఫజీ లాజిక్ అంటే ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఇట్ డీల్స్ విత్ ద వర్డ్స్ తో డీల్ చేస్తుంది ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ నంబర్స్. వర్డ్స్ ఏమొస్తాయమ్మా? సో మెంబర్షిప్ ఫంక్షన్ విల్ హ్యావ్ one thing called membership function. There we have, for example, see words how minimum, median, maximum. So these are the words. So it's going to deal with the minimum, medium, maximum, or cool, hot, very hot, low, high, median. So it's going to deal with the words instead of numbers, and control with the help of sentences rather than equation. Control, it will use if and then. If and then. The rule base will be used if and then to frame the sentences. So it deals with the sentences instead of equations. Okay, then where we are using this fuzzy logic? Fuzzy logic can be used, the problem can be used, the systems having uncertainties, or systems having unknown dynamics, etc. The system having unknown dynamics means we don't know how the system is going to be behavior. Okay, we don't have any input and output data of the system. The system is nothing but black box. So we have the black box like this. That's all. So this is nothing but black box. So you have some input and you have some output. That's all. You don't know what is the relation between these two also. So this we are calling it as a system having unknown dynamics. So in those case, the fuzzy logic can be used. Okay, and now comes to our point of view. Our point is process control point of view. So we can use fuzzy logic for generally process control, where it's difficult to obtain the model of the process. Process control, yeah, you can use fuzzy logic in process control, but where it is difficult to obtain the model of the process. So where it will be, where we can see this type of the process, chemical industries. So fuzzy logic are used in the process industries wherever we don't have the model of the process. Okay, and along with the process control, you can apply this fuzzy logic in stock market prediction, or you can apply fuzzy logic in agriculture applications, and you can go for military science application, and also you can apply underground trains. Okay, underground trains. Now we have seen the application. So as a human operator, you should know field domain. So what the fuzzy control system is required? Fuzzy control system requires, so we have fuzzy control system. Fuzzy control system. So what does it require, fuzzy control system? It requires the operator knowledge in the field domain. That means the human expert is required. Human expert is required. Fuzzy control system is required human expert. is required for fuzzy control system. Human expert అంటే ఏంటి మా? So he can say that, or based on his experience or based on his knowledge, and he can say that how your process is going to be controlled without a mathematical model. Without a mathematical model. Okay, without a mathematical model. I can say that now fuzzy logic controller, now FLC, fuzzy logic controller, based on fuzzy logic, it's fuzzy logic controller based on fuzzy logic provides a meaning of conversion. Fuzzy logic provides a meaning of conversion, that is a linguistic control strategy. We can call it as a linguistic control strategy. A linguistic control strategy, meaning of conversion, nothing but a linguistic control strategy based on the operator's knowledge. Based on the operator's knowledge. So this we can use in an automatic control system. Automatic control system. So if it comes to the advantages, if you see the advantages, we can increase the robustness, and a few rules provides improvement in performance, and we can say that it's rule-based algorithm, easily can apply to multi-input, multi-output system. So these are the advantages. So come to the disadvantages. We have the output of the fuzzy logic, right? So response of fuzzy logic controller cannot be predicted by using any analytical tool. We'll go in detail explanation, don't worry, by using any analytical tool. That is first disadvantages. And next one, second one is it's very difficult to programming. It is difficult to program the fuzzy logic using a machine language, machine learning. Okay ma, దీనికి reason ఎవరైనా చెప్పగలరా? Why it's very difficult to program the fuzzy logic using a machine language? Answer ikkade undi. Can anyone say what is the answer? Can anyone predict the answer? What may be the answer for this one? It's very difficult to programming the fuzzy logic using a machine learning. ఎవరన్నా? Anyone? Answer ikkade undi ma. ఈ పేజ్ లోనే ఉంది ఆన్సర్. It's a word oriented system. Okay. Next, anyone please? ఏదో ఒకటి చెప్పండి మా. Hardly we'll have more than 3 classes only. Okay, so please interact. Okay, we'll see. So once again, you just listen, fuzzy logic. So fuzzy logic, you can say that another form of artificial intelligence. Okay, it depends upon the nature of human thinking. Okay, ma, so you can implement the fuzzy logic using any computer programming. Okay, and so we can say that fuzzy logic deals with the words instead of numbers. Okay, ma, మనం ఇంతవరకు చదువుకున్న ఏంటంటే it deals with the numbers. But this AI artificial intelligence algorithm fuzzy logic deals with the words and how it is going to be controlled. So it is going to be controlled with the help of sentences instead of equations. It's going to be controlled with the help of sentences instead of equations. For example, ila if and then. And words to ela membership functions unte minimum, medium, maximum, cool, hot, very hot. So we are going to divide the data in these ranges. Okay, so fuzzy logic ekkada use chestaru? Where we are using the fuzzy logic, rule based algorithm. Where we are using the fuzzy logic. Fuzzy logic can be used whenever the system having uncertainties. Disturbances manaku teliyakapothe fuzzy logic use chestam. And also the fuzzy logic most popularly used if the system having unknown dynamics. For example, you have the black box. So in the black box, the input to system is unknown, known, and output is known, but you don't know what is happening inside. So in those cases, you can prefer the fuzzy logic. So model of the process. Now comes to our point of view. We want to apply fuzzy logic in process control application. Okay, so where we can apply? So you can apply all chemical process. You can apply FLC for all chemical process wherever the mathematical model is difficult to obtain the modeling of the process. ఎక్కడైతే మనకు mathematical model difficult గా ఉంటుందో అక్కడ you can apply this fuzzy logic. Chemical industries. Along with the chemical industries, you can apply finance, that is nothing but stock market prediction, or you can apply agriculture, military applications, or etc. So what does it require? Fuzzy control system basic emundali human expert. Operator knowledge is required. The operator having sufficient knowledge about the process, or human expert or designer expert is required to frame the fuzzy control system. That's all. You don't need to know about the process. You don't need to know what is the control system or how it is going to work. Nothing. If you have the expert in about the process, you can easily frame the fuzzy control system. This one. Now, how I can define FLC in point of view process control means? So based on the fuzzy logic, so it provides a meaning of conversion. Meaning of conversion means we have seen it's going to be controlled with the sentences instead of equation. So linguistic control strategy is provides the meaning of sentences. ఎలా ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుందంటే by using if and then statements. So it's going to provide linguistic control strategies based on the operator knowledge. So operator knowledge prakaram, you will frame the rules with the help of these control strategies. Okay, so this is the definition of FLC in the point of process control. Now comes to the application advantages. So we have 4 advantages and 2 disadvantages. First one we'll see now. Increase the robustness. All of us know what is the meaning of robustness. Robustness is nothing but the plant dynamics are varying with respect to time t. Okay, so it's varying, plant dynamics are varying means we don't know the dynamics of the plant. We already studied why we are using fuzzy controller. Fuzzy controller దేనికి యూస్ చేస్తారంటే whenever the plant dynamics are varying with respect to time. So at the time it will increase the robustness. and a few rules provides improvement in the performance. మనకు బ్లాక్ బాక్స్ ఉందా, మనకి ఇన్పుట్ అవుట్పుట్ తప్ప ఇంకేం తెలియదు. I want to suppose I have changed the input from one value to another value, so I want to output should follow the same. So with the help of very few rules, I can make the system to follow the input. So a few rules provides improvement in the performance. And rule based algorithm, it completely depends on the rule base, how you are going to frame the rule. Okay, ఆ రూల్ ఎలా ఫ్రేమ్ చేస్తారు? హ్యూమన్ ఆపరేటర్ అంటే మీరు రూల్ బేస్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తారు. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మీరు తప్పుగా ఇచ్చారనుకోండి, అల్గారిథం రెస్పాన్స్ కూడా రాంగ్ వస్తుంది. సో ఇట్స్ రూల్ బేస్డ్ అల్గారిథం డిపెండ్స్ ఆన్ ద హ్యూమన్ నాలెడ్జ్. అండ్ MIMO system, so it can apply to multi input and multi output system. That also we have seen. Now what is the disadvantages of FLC? So fuzzy logic controller cannot, the output of fuzzy logic controller cannot be predicted by analytical tool. So what does meaning of analytical tool? Okay, for example, I have FLC along the system. I provided set point change from 5 to 10 at the input side. So the output also should be tracked from, initially it was 5, so it should be tracked at 10. Okay, this is the output. Very nice. So I have received, the output have been followed the input after some time. Now I need to validate this response. Blindly మీరు ఎలా చెప్పగలరు ఇది కరెక్ట్ అని? So validation is important, right? So how you are going to validate the response? You should use some analytical tool. If you see neural network, you have the analytical tools to validate the response. But in the case of fuzzy logic, cannot be predicted by using an analytical tool. So this is the major disadvantages. Okay, so due to these disadvantages, FLC cannot be used in machine learning algorithm. But nowadays people are trying to implement FLC in a machine learning, but till now nobody have implemented fuzzy logic in machine learning, because you need to validate the response of FLC. For that it requires some analytical tool. How you are going to validate? How you can say your response is correct? How you can say this apple is good? Meeku 2 apples unnayama, so how you can say 2 apples, 1 apple is good? Ela cheptaru 1 apple good ani? So another apple should be bad. So you are going to compare with one more apple. So ee apple position bad ga unte, then you can say that this apple is good. So comparison is required, validation is required in rule based algorithm. Okay, so this validation is required. This validation cannot be done with the help of FLC. Hence FLC programming is not used in machine learning. So always people are preferring the neural network. Always why the people are preferring the FLC neural network as machine learning means because of this reason. So we don't have any analytical tool to predict the response of fuzzy logic. Okay, so I think basics enough. So we'll see some terminology. Okay, we'll see some terminology about this fuzzy logic, then we'll wind up the class. Fuzzy logic terminology. Fuzzy logic terminology. The first one is linguistic variable. Linguistic variable. First one is linguistic variable. All of you should remember this terminology. Okay, then only you can able to write any programming, or you can able to write rule based on your application. Okay, if you are not well known with this one, it's very difficult to write these things. Okay, so first one is linguistic variable. So you can say that what is the linguistic variable? So linguistic variable is nothing but a variable whose values can be defined in English language. So you can define those variables in English language. For example, temperature can be defined as cold and hot. So can be defined, linguistic variables nothing but can be defined in English language. English language can be defined in English language. For example, temperature. Temperature. You are going to measure the temperature. So you can define two linguistic variables. First one is cold and next one is hot. Cold and hot. Okay. So a variable whose values can be defined in English language is called as linguistic variable. More of you, one more question is important too. So please remember these definitions. A variable can be defined whose values can be defined in English language can be called as a linguistic variable. Second one is membership function. Membership function. Second one is membership function. Okay, so this is nothing but function which defines a fuzzy set. So we have the variable. So we'll have x-axis and y-axis. This is x-axis and this is y-axis, right? So we'll have two axes, x and y. So membership function is a function which defines a fuzzy set, defines a fuzzy set, okay, fuzzy set specifying the range of variables, specifying the range of variables, the range of variables on x-axis and y-axis. Range of variables on x-axis and values on y-axis. Values on y-axis. For example, you see here, so we have temperature as a variable. So I am going to define like this. So this is the cold, this is the cold, and this is the medium. That means, and this is very hot. So I am going to define like this. So this is 30 degrees and 70 degrees and 100 degrees. So the temperature 0 to 30 will be formed under the cold. Okay, cold అనేది ఇక్కడ linguistic variable. Medium అనేది linguistic variable. Hot అనేది కూడా linguistic variable. Okay, so these variables will have some values. Those values we are defining with the help of English language, that we are calling it as a linguistic variable. Now membership function ante enti ante which defines a fuzzy set that's specifying the range of variables on x-axis and values on y-axis. Is చూడండి range of variables x-axis లో ఉన్నాయి, values వచ్చి y-axis లో ఉన్నాయి. So it's nothing but the specifying the range. For example, cold కి ఏమి ఇచ్చాం మనం 0 to 30. So ఇది specification range. And medium కి ఏమి ఇచ్చాం 30 to 70. So this is the one more specification range. Like that, hot కి ఏమి ఇచ్చాం మనం hot key 70 to 100. So, for example, 20 degrees centigrade తీసుకోండి, it will falls under cold. 50 degrees centigrade తీసుకోండి, it will falls under medium. 90 తీసుకోండి, it will falls under hot. So, membership function defines a fuzzy set which is having the range of specifications of variables on x-axis, values on y-axis. Now, how you are going to frame this membership function? We have different type of the membership function. So first one is triangular membership function, and second one is trapezoidal, okay, trapezoidal, Gaussian, bell shape, and the final one is, so you can say that S curve waveforms. Triangular, trapezoidal, Gaussian, bell shape, and S curve waveforms. Okay, So these are the different type of the membership function you can use based upon your application. So how you are going to choose which one? ఏది choose చేసుకోవాలి? So depends on your actual application. Depends on your actual application. For example, so you are going to control the system within short period of time. Then you can prefer triangular or trapezoidal. Short period of time, you can choose either triangular or trapezoidal. Or otherwise, you can use high control strategy. That means highly nonlinear system. High control strategy. So a Gaussian or S-curve. Gaussian or S-curve should be used. Gaussian or S-curve should be used here. Okay, Gaussian or S-curve should be used there. So what does it mean? How it's going to be look like? So we have already seen this is the one type of the membership function. Okay, so this looks like this: low, medium, and high. So you can category like this also: 0, 30, 70, 100. Now how the triangle will looks like this inside the low, medium, and high. So you can frame the low as like this, and the medium as like this, and high as like this. Okay, this is the low, medium, and high. Okay, so like this you can configure the different membership functions, but if comes to the picture, mu a of x will be equal to 0 or 1. So if you are going to sum up with all these membership functions, you will have either 0 or 1. That means you can say that it can substitute mu of x substitute to 0, 1. 0, 1. So this we are calling it as a degree of membership function with respect to variable x. Degree of membership function with respect to variable x. Degree of membership function with respect to variable x. Okay, and like this we'll have some more terminology that we'll see in the next class. Okay, now we don't have the time. Otherwise, so this is the membership function, and next one you can use fuzzy sets. So we can call another one more terminology is fuzzy sets or operations. Fuzzy sets or operations is nothing but, okay, we can see the classical set membership set have the sharp boundary. So which means that number either belongs to this one or that one. See here, this one. So this is a sharp boundary. Now the member existing here, whether this belongs to low or high, low or medium, fuzzy sets and operations. So you are going to use AND operation, OR operation, and NOT operation. Okay, ma, is it clear? You have intersection point here, right? So these are the intersection points. For example, you have the data here. So whether this data belongs to low membership function or medium membership function, how you are going to say this one? With the help of fuzzy set. So fuzzy set is used to identify the variable belongs to corresponding membership function. So we are using AND, OR, and NOT, and nothing but intersection, or nothing but union, and NOT symbol. So intersection, how you are going to frame? Membership of A intersection B of X, minimum of mu A of X, comma mu B of X. This we have seen. Mu A of X corresponds to the degree of membership function with respect to variable A, degree of membership function with respect to variable B, and mu A union B of X. Union వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏం రావాలి మనకు? maximum of mu A of X, comma mu B of X. Okay, and we have the NOT. NOT we are calling it as a complement, and intersection, and we are calling it as the intersection or union, or intersection, right? Spelling it up. Intersection, or union, and not complement. Complement. So not, how you are going to represent not, mu a of x is equal to 1 minus mu a of x. So these are the fuzzy sets and fuzzy operations. So fuzzy operations and depends on three parameters. One is and, or, and not. Fuzzy operations depends on three parameters: and, or, and not. So these fuzzy operations and fuzzy set will classify the variable which have been occurred under the sharp boundary. Okay, so whether it belongs to either low side or medium side. And next one is fuzzification. Fuzzification. So fuzzification is nothing but we have the numeric data, right? So temperature అనేది numeric data లో ఉంటుంది 30, 70, 120. So the process of converting crisp, nothing but numeric data, numeric values into linguistic value, into linguistic variables. The process of converting crisp values into the linguistic variables. Linguistic variables అంటే ఏంటి? Words. అది fuzzification. And the final one is defuzzification. Defuzzification. So the process of converting fuzzy values into crisp value, అది మనం defuzzification అంటాం. Okay ma, so these are the 5 terminologies. Okay, first we'll see the first one again. First one అంటే ఏంటి? Linguistic variables. Linguistic variable అంటే ఏంటి మా? A variable, the value can be defined in English language. Linguistic variable is a variable, the values are defined with the help of English language. For example, temperature is cold and hot. And second one, membership function. Membership function nothing but it defines a fuzzy set which specifying the range of variables on x-axis and values on y-axis. So మనకు వేరియబుల్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా, ఆ వేరియబుల్ ranges that can be displayed on x-axis and corresponding values have been presented on y-axis. So this we are calling it as a membership function. So we have different type of the membership functions which defines fuzzy sets: triangular, trapezoidal, Gaussian, bell shaped, and S-curve. So like ఇలా మనకు చాలా ఉన్నాయమ్మా. So triangular and trapezoidal ఎప్పుడు యూస్ చేస్తారంటే if you want to control the system within short period of time, then you can use the triangular and trapezoidal. Gaussian, bell-shaped, S-curve, these can be used if you want to deal with the highly nonlinear system. And next one, fuzzy sets and operation. So fuzzy set and operation, for example, a value is lying between intersection point of two membership function. How you are going to configure that one means with the help of and, or, and not. Intersection, union, and complement. This we are calling it as a fuzzy operating points, fuzzy operations. And fuzzification. Fuzzification అంటే ఏంటి? Process of converting crisp value into the linguistic variables, words, numeric values into the words. And defuzzification, the process of converting fuzzy values into the crisp value. Okay, so these are the terminologies. And I request everyone to give your roll number in the chat box. Roll number in the chat box for an attendance. So we can doubts in Jaragandi, otherwise you can leave the class. Once again, we will see these terminologies today afternoon. So give your roll number in the chat box, then leave the class. Control system. So give your attendance, then leave the class now.